Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed teachers and dear students, today I am honored to speak on a topic that resonates deeply with each of us, the true you. Inspired by the teachings of Jole Osteen, this speech aims to guide us on a journey of self-discovery, authenticity, and purpose. We live in a world that constantly tries to shape us into something we are not. From social media trends to societal expectations, we are often encouraged to wear masks that hide our true selves. But the real power lies in embracing who we genuinely are. When you accept your strengths, weaknesses, quirks, and passions, you tap into a reservoir of authenticity that not only empowers you, but also inspires those around you. Being authentic means giving yourself permission to be imperfect, vulnerable, and real. It is about standing firm in your truth, even when it is not the popular choice. When you live authentically, you break free from the cycle of seeking external validation and begin to nurture a deeper sense of self-worth. You start to realize that your value is not tied to what you achieve or how others perceive you, but rather to who you are at your core. One of the most profound aspects of embracing your authenticity is the liberation it brings. When you stop trying to fit into molds created by society, family, or peers, you find the freedom to express yourself genuinely. This expression could be through your choices, your style, your career, or your passions. Authenticity gives you the courage to pursue your dreams, even if they do not align with conventional paths. It allows you to carve out a life that feels right to you, not one that looks right to others. Moreover, embracing your true self fosters deeper and more meaningful connections with others. When you show up as you are, without pretenses, you attract people who resonate with your true essence. These relationships are often built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. You no longer have to fear being found out because you are no longer hiding. Authenticity eliminates the exhausting need to maintain a facade and instead nurtures relationships that thrive on genuineness. Living authentically also means acknowledging and embracing your flaws and failures. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, view them as integral parts of your journey. Every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to who you are becoming. When you own your story, you harness its power. You learn to approach life with a sense of grace and resilience, knowing that your worth is not diminished by your struggles, but often enhanced by them. Ultimately, embracing your authenticity is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice. It requires self-reflection, honesty, and sometimes the courage to walk alone. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you align with your true self, you live a life of fulfillment, purpose, and joy. You step into a space where you no longer feel the need to compete or compare because you are fully at peace with the person you are becoming. When you accept and embrace your true self, you become a beacon of light in a world that often encourages conformity. Your authenticity becomes a powerful example, showing others that it is not only safe but also beautiful to be themselves. This ripple effect can transform not only your own life but also the lives of those around you. Let go of labels. Many of us carry labels assigned by others, labels like not smart enough, too shy, or not capable. These labels act as barriers that prevent us from realizing our full potential. Jole Osteen often reminds us that we should not allow others to define us. Instead, redefine yourself according to your vision and potential. You are not who people say you are. You are who God says you are. Worthy, capable, and destined for greatness. Recognize your potential. Each of us is born with unique gifts and talents. The true you is not defined by your circumstances, but by the potential within you. When you focus on your strengths and cultivate your talents, you align yourself with your purpose. Jole Osteen encourages us to dig deep and bring forth the treasures hidden within us. By doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute meaningfully to the world. Overcome self-doubt. One of the greatest obstacles to being your true self is self-doubt. It creeps in through past failures, criticisms, and comparisons. However, remember this: self-doubt is merely a thought, not a truth. You have the power to change your thoughts and ultimately your reality. Replace self-doubt with self-belief. Affirmations, prayer, and surrounding yourself with positive influences can help you build the confidence needed to step into your true identity. Stay true to your values. In a world that is constantly changing, staying true to your values is crucial. Integrity, honesty, kindness, these are the cornerstones of a fulfilled life. The true you is not just about what you achieve, but how you achieve it. When your actions align with your core values, you lead a life of peace, fulfillment, and purpose. Live with purpose. Finally, living as the true you means living with intention and purpose. It is not enough to merely exist. You must thrive. Pursue what ignites your passion and brings you joy. When you live with purpose, you find meaning in every day, and your life becomes a testament to the authenticity you embody. Conclusion? In closing, the journey to discovering the true you is a continuous process. It requires courage, faith, and a deep sense of self-awareness. Remember, the world needs your authenticity. When you show up as your true self, you give others permission to do the same. As Jole Osteen wisely says, you are fully loaded and equipped. There is nothing missing in your life. Thank you, and may each of you walk boldly in your truth, embracing the incredible person you are meant to be. Each of us is crafted with a unique blend of gifts, talents, and experiences that shape who we are. The journey to embracing your authentic self begins with understanding that you are not an accident. You are intentionally designed, equipped with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Too often, people live their lives trying to fit into molds created by others, whether by societal expectations, family pressures, or the desire to be accepted. But living inauthentically not only leads to dissatisfaction, but also prevents the world from experiencing the real you. When you try to imitate someone else or live up to others' standards, you dilute your own gifts. You might achieve success by the world's definition, but true fulfillment comes only when you are living as your genuine self. There is a certain peace and confidence that comes from knowing and embracing who you are. It allows you to move through life with clarity, making decisions that align with your values and passions. Embracing your authentic self also means accepting every part of you, including your quirks, imperfections, and past mistakes. Everyone has areas where they wish they were different, but these are often the very things that make you special. It's not about striving for perfection, but about appreciating your uniqueness. Self-acceptance is not complacency, but rather the foundation upon which growth can occur. When you embrace yourself fully, you give yourself permission to grow, learn, and evolve without the burden of shame or guilt. The journey to authenticity often requires introspection. You need to spend time understanding what you genuinely enjoy, what ignites your passion, and what aligns with your values. It's about asking yourself tough questions and being honest with the answers. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are the dreams you've put on hold because of fear or doubt? Authenticity flourishes when you become self-aware and are willing to explore the depths of your own heart and mind. One of the biggest obstacles to embracing your true self is comparison. It's natural to look at others and measure your progress against theirs, but this often leads to insecurity and self-doubt. Instead of comparing, celebrate others while staying true to your path. Recognize that your journey is unique and everyone is on a different timeline. When you stop comparing, you free yourself to focus on your own growth and happiness. Being authentic also requires the courage to express yourself openly. It might mean saying no to things that don't align with your values or stepping out of your comfort zone to pursue what truly matters to you. Authenticity can be challenging, especially if it means going against the norm or risking the disapproval of others. However, the reward of living a life true to yourself far outweighs the temporary discomfort. When you live authentically, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your confidence and contentment become a testament to the power of being true to oneself. People are drawn to those who are real, not perfect. By embracing your authentic self, you create a ripple effect, encouraging others to uncover and express their own true selves. Many of us go through life carrying labels and limitations, often without realizing how much they influence our thoughts, actions, and overall sense of self. These labels can come from anywhere: our upbringing, society, past experiences, or even our own inner dialogue. Perhaps someone told you early on that you weren't good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. And over time, those words became a script that plays in your mind. Maybe you've experienced failure and now you wear the label of not capable or always second best. These labels act as invisible barriers, preventing you from reaching your full potential and becoming your true self. The first step to overcoming these labels and limitations is to recognize them. Take a moment to reflect on the words and beliefs that have been holding you back. Are there negative phrases that echo in your mind when you face a challenge? Do you find yourself shrinking back from opportunities because of fear or doubt? Awareness is powerful because it allows you to identify the false narratives you've been living by. Once you see them for what they are, just words, not truths, you can begin to break free from their grip. Breaking free from labels requires intentionality. It involves replacing the negative self-talk with positive, empowering affirmations. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," shift to, "I am learning and growing." When the label failure tries to define you, remind yourself that failure is not an identity, it's an event. It is a stepping stone on the path to success. By consciously choosing to speak life and positivity over yourself, you begin to reshape your mindset and create new pathways of belief. It's also important to redefine what success and worthiness mean to you. Society often imposes definitions that might not align with your true values. When you allow external standards to dictate your worth, you give away your power. Instead, set your own standards and measure your success by the growth, joy, and authenticity you experience along the way. By doing so, you shift from living under a label to living in alignment with your purpose. A practical way to break through limitations is to step out of your comfort zone regularly. Each small step forward chips away at the wall of limitations. When you try new things, take risks, and allow yourself to learn from mistakes, you build resilience and expand your sense of what is possible. Every time you challenge a limitation, you weaken its hold on you. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also vital. The people you interact with can either reinforce old labels or help you see beyond them. Choose relationships that uplift and encourage you, those who see your potential and not just your past. Sometimes a fresh perspective from a trusted friend or mentor can be the catalyst you need to break free from a long-held limitation. Ultimately, overcoming labels and limitations is a journey of self-discovery. It is about reclaiming your identity and realizing that you are not defined by what happened to you, what others say about you, or the mistakes you've made. You have the power to redefine yourself, to write a new story that aligns with your true self. As you let go of limiting beliefs and embrace new possibilities, you will find a renewed sense of freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. Your worth is not determined by external factors, your achievements, possessions, or the opinions of others, but by the inherent value you carry simply by being you. Many people spend their lives chasing validation and approval, believing that if they accomplish more, earn more, or become more, they will finally feel worthy. But true value is not something you achieve, it is something you recognize within yourself. It is a deep understanding that you are valuable, significant, and enough just as you are. Recognizing your inner value starts with shifting your perspective from external validation to internal affirmation. When you place your worth in the hands of others, you give them the power to define you. If someone praises you, you feel good. If someone criticizes you, your self-worth plummets. This creates a roller coaster effect where your confidence is constantly in flux. To break this cycle, you need to build a strong foundation of self-worth that is independent of circumstances. This involves affirming your own worth daily, acknowledging your strengths, and treating yourself with kindness and respect. An essential part of recognizing your inner value is understanding that your worth is not based on your performance. Society often equates success with worthiness, creating a pressure to constantly prove yourself. While accomplishments are wonderful and striving for goals is important, they should not be the measure of your value. Even when things don't go as planned, when you make mistakes or when you fall short, your worth remains intact. You are not defined by your setbacks, but by how you rise above them. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is another crucial step in embracing your inner value. Many people carry guilt or shame that weighs them down, creating a barrier to self-love. However, everyone makes mistakes, and each mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on how far you have come and the wisdom you have gained. Self-compassion allows you to move forward with a sense of freedom and a renewed perspective on your own worth. Another powerful way to connect with your inner value is to practice gratitude. When you take time to appreciate who you are and what you bring to the world, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. Gratitude helps you see your strengths, your progress, and the positive impact you have on others. It fosters a sense of contentment and reinforces the belief that you are enough. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also strengthen your sense of worth. People who celebrate your achievements, encourage you in difficult times, and remind you of your value are invaluable. On the other hand, distancing yourself from negative influences, those who diminish your self-esteem or make you question your worth, is a form of self-care. You deserve relationships that uplift and nurture your true self. Ultimately, recognizing your inner value is about seeing yourself through a lens of love and acceptance. It is understanding that your worth is not conditional or temporary, but enduring and unchanging. When you embrace this truth, you become more resilient, more confident, and more capable of pursuing your purpose with passion and joy. Your value is not something that needs to be proven. It is something that simply needs to be believed. When you connect with your true self, you naturally align with your life's purpose and find greater meaning in your actions. Living with purpose is more than just having goals or ambitions. It is about understanding the deeper reason behind what you do. Purpose gives direction to your life, guiding your choices and providing a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond temporary achievements. It is the difference between simply going through the motions and living intentionally with passion and clarity. Finding your purpose often begins with introspection. It requires taking the time to explore your passions, interests, and the things that bring you joy. What are the activities that make you lose track of time? What topics do you find yourself naturally drawn to? These are often clues pointing toward your purpose. Your talents and gifts are not random. They are indicators of where you can make the greatest impact. When you align your actions with these natural inclinations, you find a sense of flow and satisfaction that is hard to replicate elsewhere. Living with purpose also involves identifying what matters most to you. Values such as integrity, kindness, creativity, or helping others can serve as a compass, helping you make decisions that are consistent with your true self. When your actions are aligned with your values, you experience a sense of harmony and contentment. Conversely, when you go against your values, it often leads to stress, discomfort, and a sense of being lost. Living in alignment with your purpose creates a powerful sense of integrity and authenticity. A key aspect of aligning with your purpose is being open to growth and change. Purpose is not always a clear, fixed destination. It can evolve over time as you gain new experiences and insights. Sometimes life may present unexpected opportunities or challenges that shift your path. Rather than resisting these changes, approach them with curiosity and a willingness to adapt. Often your purpose unfolds through the process of exploration, experimentation, and even failure. Each experience contributes to a deeper understanding of yourself and the direction you are meant to take. It is also important to recognize that purpose does not always have to be grand or life-changing on a global scale. It might manifest in small, everyday actions, being a positive influence in your community, raising a family with love and wisdom, or pursuing a career that brings you joy. Purpose is not defined by the magnitude of your impact, but by the authenticity and intention behind what you do. Every purposeful action, no matter how small, contributes to a life of meaning and fulfillment. Sometimes aligning with your purpose requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. It may involve taking risks, making sacrifices, or persevering through challenges. When you are connected to a strong sense of purpose, you find the motivation and resilience needed to overcome obstacles. Your purpose acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded when the path forward is difficult or unclear. Finally, living with purpose often leads to a sense of contribution and connection with others. When you are aligned with your true self, your actions naturally extend beyond self-interest. You become a source of inspiration, encouragement, and support for those around you. Purpose-driven living creates a ripple effect, where your passion and authenticity inspire others to find and pursue their own paths. Aligning with your purpose transforms not only your own life, but also the lives of those you touch. It fills each day with intention and significance, allowing you to live fully, confidently, and with a deep sense of joy. Words hold incredible power, shaping not only how we perceive ourselves, but also how we navigate the world. The conversations you have with yourself every day influence your confidence, decisions, and overall mindset. Positive self-talk is not about ignoring challenges or denying reality. It is about choosing to focus on what is good, what is possible, and what is within your control. When you speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, you reinforce a sense of worth and capability that fuels your journey toward becoming your true self. The mind naturally tends to focus on the negative, often replaying doubts, fears, and criticisms. Many people carry internal dialogues filled with self-doubt. I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I always mess things up. These statements may seem small, but over time they create limiting beliefs that hold you back. By consciously choosing positive self-talk, you can interrupt these negative cycles and replace them with affirmations that uplift and empower you. Instead of, I can't do this, try saying, I am learning and growing every day. These subtle shifts in language can make a profound difference in how you perceive challenges and opportunities. One effective technique to cultivate positive self-talk is to practice affirmations. Affirmations are deliberate positive statements that help rewire your thinking. They might include phrases like, I am capable of achieving my goals. I deserve love and happiness. Or, I am proud of who I am becoming. Repeating affirmations regularly, especially in the morning or before facing a challenge, can help set a positive tone for your day and build a resilient mindset over time. Writing them down, speaking them aloud, or even posting them in visible places can serve as powerful reminders of your worth and potential. Another strategy is to treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer to a friend. If someone you care about were struggling, you would likely offer support, understanding, and reassurance. Yet when it comes to ourselves, we can be quick to criticize or judge. By adopting a gentle and compassionate inner voice, you create a safe mental space to learn, grow, and thrive. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, I'm such a failure, try, I made a mistake, but I'm learning and moving forward. This shift not only improves your mood, but also enhances your resilience. Visualization is another tool that works well with positive self-talk. Imagine yourself succeeding, handling challenges with grace, and achieving your goals. As you visualize these scenarios, narrate them with positive language. Say to yourself, I am prepared and confident, or I have what it takes to overcome this. Visualization combined with affirming language helps solidify positive beliefs and prepares your mind for success. It is also important to be mindful of the external influences on your self-talk. The content you consume, the people you surround yourself with, and the environments you are in all affect your inner dialogue. Choose influences that reinforce positivity and build you up. Spend time with those who encourage your growth, read inspiring books, and engage in activities that make you feel good about yourself. When you fill your mind with positive inputs, it naturally reflects in your self-talk. Ultimately, the power of positive self-talk lies in its ability to reshape your reality. Your thoughts influence your feelings, which drive your actions, and those actions shape your life. By choosing to speak life over yourself, you cultivate a mindset that is strong, hopeful, and aligned with your true self. Positive self-talk is not just a practice, but a lifestyle. A daily choice to see the best in yourself, to acknowledge your progress, and to believe in your ability to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. Being true to yourself requires both integrity and courage. Integrity involves living in alignment with your values, beliefs, and principles, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It means being honest with yourself and others, acting consistently with your true self, and making choices that reflect who you genuinely are. Courage, on the other hand, is the strength to remain authentic in the face of challenges, criticism, or societal pressure. It takes bravery to stand firm in your truth, especially when the world around you may encourage conformity or when the path forward is uncertain. Living with integrity starts with knowing who you are and what you stand for. This involves introspection and a deep understanding of your core values. What matters most to you? What kind of person do you want to be? When you are clear about your values, you can use them as a guide in decision making. For example, if honesty is a core value, you will strive to be truthful in all situations, even when a lie might seem easier or more advantageous. Consistency between your values and your actions builds a strong sense of self-respect and trust, not only with others, but also with yourself. Courage comes into play when living with integrity is tested. There will be times when staying true to yourself means going against the grain, facing disapproval, or stepping into the unknown. You might find yourself in situations where it would be easier to blend in, to say what others want to hear, or to suppress your true feelings. However, each time you choose to honor your authenticity, you build inner strength and confidence. The more you practice courage, the easier it becomes to make bold choices that reflect your true self. Sometimes living with integrity and courage means setting boundaries. It might involve saying no to things that do not serve your purpose or align with your values. It can also mean walking away from relationships, environments, or habits that hinder your growth. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, but about protecting your peace and ensuring that your actions are in line with your authentic self. It takes courage to uphold boundaries, especially when they are met with resistance, but doing so is an essential part of maintaining your integrity. There may also be moments when being true to yourself requires vulnerability. Admitting when you do not have all the answers, acknowledging your mistakes, or expressing your feelings openly can feel risky. However, vulnerability is a powerful expression of authenticity. It shows that you are not hiding behind a facade and are willing to show up as your real, imperfect self. When you embrace vulnerability, you create deeper, more genuine connections with others, as people are naturally drawn to honesty and openness. One of the challenges of living with integrity and courage is managing the fear of judgment. It is natural to want acceptance and approval from others, but when this desire becomes a driving force, it can lead to inauthentic behavior. Instead of focusing on how others perceive you, focus on staying true to your values and principles. Not everyone will understand or agree with your choices, and that is okay. The goal is not to please everyone, but to live in a way that is true to yourself. When you do this, you attract people who appreciate and respect you for who you are. Ultimately, living with integrity and courage is about creating a life that feels right to you, not just one that looks right to others. It is about making choices that align with your truth, even when those choices are difficult. It is about being proud of the person you see in the mirror each day, knowing that you are living authentically and bravely. When you combine integrity with courage, you become a powerful force, capable of leading a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and genuine happiness. In conclusion, discovering and embracing the true you is a journey of self-awareness, courage, and growth. It requires shedding limiting labels, recognizing your inherent worth, and aligning your actions with your deeper purpose. Through positive self-talk and living with integrity and courage, you create a life that reflects your authentic self. As you step into your true identity, you not only transform your own life, but also inspire those around you. Remember, the world needs the unique gifts, talents, and perspectives that only you can offer. Embrace your true self with confidence and live boldly, knowing that you are enough just as you are.